They say it's a big rich town. I just come from the poorest part. Or do I? What's up, y'all? This is Ty. I am here to review season 4, episode 3 of Power Book 2 Ghosts. This is the final season. This episode is titled Birthright, and it was another good episode. But before I get into that, I gotta give a shout out to my lovely subscribers that's holding me down in the comment section. Y'all know who y'all are. Miss Lavender, Lamont Simpson, June BLC, the RC Kroger, Oh Boogie Baby, and Tayon's World, and all the rest of you wonderful, wonderful people. Make sure you hit that like button, that subscribe button, share it, and let's keep this channel doing what? Going and growing. Now let's get down to this latest episode of Power Book 2 Ghosts. So we have Davis teaming up with Braden and Tariq, and he takes them to Underground Fight Club and all these things. But they're trying to get back in business and get some things going. So Davis introduces them to some guy who has a business going, but then there's also competition because there's someone else selling some drugs as well. Now, Tariq being clever the way he is, because he sees this as competition, like, no, this is crazy. They shouldn't be selling anymore because, you know, Noma says she doesn't want them selling. But what I like that Tariq did, which was very clever, he did a maneuver on Effie. He goes up to Effie and he tells Effie, he shows her the other person's product and says, oh, look, is this your new business or something? This is floating around the campus. This might be some competition. So what she does in turn is she tells Noma, and Noma has Kane go and try to take out the competition. And he does take out the competition. And, you know, this sparks some things here. But see, Kane is like, hold up. This was a little too easy and this don't make no sense. And I don't think they were selling their drugs on our turf. This smells like Tariq. And so he goes to confront Effie about it and ask her question. But she's like, you don't get out of here. And she turns it on him because she catches him. She caught on to him and Noma having this romance. And she's like, what is that? You know, and I'm saying to myself, she said, you trying to talk about me, but you messing with Noma. What's that about? Now, that was very interesting. Now, another thing I find that relationship interesting and odd. I'm like, now him and Noma going to be together? How's that going to play out? You know, because I kind of like him with Effie, but now him and Noma? I don't know how I like that, how I feel about that. But it is what it is. Meanwhile, Detective Carter has apprehended Obi, and he's questioning Obi. And really, you know, Obi's holding his own and doing good until he mentions the whole thing with the green cards and his relatives. And then he says, do you know Tariq? And he said, no, I don't know Tariq. But he said, oh, you don't? Well, I got pictures of you. And it looked like Obi almost folded, right? It looked like he almost folded and almost caved in. But he didn't. He almost did. He said, you know, I'm going to let you go. You know, he was holding him. And then you see the phone call made by Drew to Davis. And Davis is helping. I forgot that Davis was working with the Tejada family as well and helping them and helping that situation. And Davis, who's right now, his license is suspended. He sends his little assistant down there and she goes and helps Obi and gets Obi out. Now, here's the crazy thing. Obi was in there because of that connection with Tariq, and Drew has found this. Drew's like, wait a minute. When your relatives get these green cards, and what's all this about? And so here's the crazy part. He kind of convinces Drew not to say, don't mention this to Noma. We don't need this going on. Those investigations, she's kind of undercover. So he was clever, and he's usually good at staying ahead of the game. But boy, oh boy, when they got back to Noma's place and Drew mentioned it, Drew said, oh yeah, you know, his family, his cousins or whoever they are, they got green cards. She was like, wait, how they get green cards? And she said, wait, did Tariq, she found, so she put 2 and 2 together. Did Tariq help you get green cards? That's why you helped him escape? Is that what's going on here? And he goes, listen, I did what was best for us, blah, blah, blah. And stabbed him right up here in his neck. That was the end of Obi. So rest in peace to him. I was like, wow, this shows you how cruel she is, because all the things that he's done for her, that's how she finishes him off. And then he called her devil. He said it, and she was like, thank you for what you've done. Thank you for your services, but now you gotta go. And I'm like, wow. So she's crazy and cold. And like I said, she's only one she's not cold around is her daughter. And I think her daughter is going to be her weak link. And like I said, this relationship with her and Kane, I don't know if I'm feeling that. I'm not really liking that relationship too much. But, we also see in this episode, Monet, crazy Monet, mother of the year, Monet Tejada, trying to figure out and solve who got her shot, who was trying to kill her. And we see her going out throughout the episode, and she's asking questions, and she asks Diana some questions, and Diana start fiddling with her hand, and then we get a flashback to a young Monet, and the actress they got playing young Mary J. Blige. That was some good casting, because she looked like Mary J. Blige. I said, damn, is that Mary's little cousin or something? She looked like Mary J. Blige. So they did a good, that young Monet, that they did a good job with that. But I like how they did that. They put that flashback in, and they've been doing that lately, showing these flashbacks. But the flashback shows how when Diana lies, she gets fidgety. So Monet is kind of like, something ain't up, something ain't right. So then when Monet's having that conversation with her own sister, which I like that, and they were having the conversation about things, she said, I don't think my kids, I don't know, something ain't right. I think Diana is lying to me, this, that, and the third. I was like, she is lying to you, and that was very interesting. Also, while we're on Diana, she's pregnant. Who is the daddy? Is Tariq the daddy, y'all? Do y'all think Tariq is the daddy, or do you think it's that dude, I forget his name, the guy that was at school with them? I wonder if it's him, That's interesting. And we also seen in this episode, Braden, he got a little feelings for the young lady that's in the group, the rap group and the singing group, whatever they are. And him and Tariq are coming into this plan about, maybe using that group and getting that group to perform at different functions and different parties, and also pushing their product. So that's very clever like that. I was like, okay, I like that. That's very clever. Very, very clever. Now, we got to get down to the really, really good part of this episode. And that is that dinner table at the Tejada's household. Everybody's gathered around this table. We know that Drew, Kane, and Diana, that Drew and Kane got this little rivalry going on. Who's going to be the better, who's going to be the lead, whatever. So Monet says, listen, guys, I'm thinking about going into my own business, y'all know what it is. And instead of y'all working under me and being soldiers, we could be partners. Diana's like, oh, that might be okay. Drew's like, I don't know. I think this little deal we got with Noma is good. Kane kind of says the same thing. So as they're having this conversation, Pinky, who was investigating and helping her investigating with Tariq, trying to figure out who tried to set up Monet, sends that video footage, that Ring camera footage, to Monet's phone. And what is it? It is Diana over there at Tommy's mother's house, Kate's house, pretending to be Monet, giving out information. And that, the cat is out the bag. Monet was like, what the F did you do? What did you do, Diana? Diana's like, Mom. Drew grabs her. She's like, Drew, you was in on this too. That was an intense scene right there. And they had to get the hell up out of that house. Because when they show Kane, when Monet shows Kane the footage, they realized that it was those two that had something to do. Diana had something to do with this. And Drew knew it too. And they got the hell up out of that house. And Kane grabbed that gun and went out after them. I'm like, yo, this family is straight from hell. And did y'all notice what I like about this show? What I noticed is hell always breaks loose at the Tejada dinner table. Whenever you see a scene when they're having family dinner, it's going to be something. Because remember, that's what happened a few seasons back when the cat got out of the bag about Monet's secret son, their cousin Zeke really being their brother. And now this one is like, oh, my kids tried to kill me. Yo, it was crazy. Another good episode. Listen, this season, this final season is turning out quite good for me. I really enjoyed it. Tell me your thoughts. What do you feel about this episode? If there's anything, I just want to know where they're gonna go with this thing, because there's so many ways they could go. What are the twists and turns? Who's gonna get killed next? Who you think is gonna get killed next? What are the twists and turns? You know, Drew and Kane, that's going to be something serious. They're going to be trying to kill each other, I guess, because Kane is like, they got to go. They got to go. But how could you kill your own brother and sister? But then again, mommy killed daddy. You know what I'm saying? She got daddy kids. So the whole family, they're just sinister and cold. But that was interesting. It's going to be interesting to see how that all plays out. Then we have all these other things. What's going to happen with Effie? What's going to happen with Diana and this pregnancy and this baby? Who is the father? It's just so many twists and turns. How's Noma going to come to? What's going to come to an end of that? And then you got Detective Carter on the warpath. It's a lot of twists and turns this season, like always. And we just going to have to enjoy the ride. And right now, I like the way things are playing out and panning out. It's a good season. It's a good momentum. So I'm ready for the next episode. So that's all I have for now. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe. Go check out my fitness journey video. Check that out. And I will see you all in the next video.